Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalaisha. If you're new here, I speak about authenticity, I speak about personal growth and development, I speak about healing and mental health. So if you're interested in it, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. As y'all know, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Today we speaking about self-control, what it means to have self-control, and what it means to not have self-control. Let's get into it. Once you master self-control, you are unstoppable because this world will automatically try to control your perspective, control your motives, control who you are at heart. And once you have that, no one else can control the narrative but you. If somebody can easily control you, then you are easily manipulated. So we have to call our power back from people who tries to take it away from us. And self-control, that's how you do it. The first step to learning how to control yourself is to understand that everything that's happening outside of you has nothing to do with you. People's actions towards you, situations, environments, they are already that way before you step foot in it. People were already that way before you even step foot in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it has nothing to do with you. And I know that it's easy to get frustrated by the actions of other people and the things that, is going on around us. But this where self-control come in. You and only you are in control of what you feel and how you react to situations. Even if it pisses you off, even if you get sad over it and you just want somebody to feel how they made you feel, or you just want to shift the energy in the room, it's about staying true to who you are, not letting what other people do affect how you move, affect your character. Say for example, somebody betray you, they cheat on you, and you're a very loyal person, but the pain that you receive from this situation makes you want to be like, man, I gotta get some get back. Like, I gotta get revenge on them. So in order for you to get revenge, just to make them feel how you feel, you're gonna step outside of who you are, which is a loyal individual, and go do what somebody else did to you, even though it was wrong. And a lot of us, we justify our wrong actions by saying things like, well, if they did it to me, I can do it to them. It does not work like that, because once you put that energy out, it's out there, in one way or another, it's going to come back to you. So you have to think about the consequences of your actions. And I know it's easier said than done. I also had an issue with self control. But the thing that helped me was constantly remembering that what other people do has nothing to do with me. The thing is, a lot of people are fighting their own demons. They are going through things on their own, and a lot of people don't know how to deal with their issues, their trauma, and they hold it inside. And in order to feel good about themselves, the only thing they can do is put that energy out to make other people feel how they feel instead of correcting what they need to correct within themselves. And I'm not saying that that's right, but it's the reality of it all. A lot of people thrive in chaos. A lot of people grew up in toxic environments, and that's all they know. So that's all they know how to put out. You know what I'm saying? That's why we leave that to them to deal with, and don't piggyback off of what they're putting out. In order to stay true to yourself, you have to have a list of morals and principles and values that you don't bend for anyone in this world. It doesn't matter if they're your mother, your father, your siblings. It doesn't matter. These are what you live by, because this determines your character and who you want to be. One of my morals is fairness. I won't surround myself around nobody who don't know how to be fair. It doesn't matter if it got something to do with an animal, it got to have something to do with a person. Equity is everything to me. So if someone is not being fair, I will not allow them in my energy field. I won't allow them in my life. I won't allow them around me. And that's just point blank, period. One of my principles of life is doing what's best for me. And a lot of people consider this to be a selfish trait. But when something is potentially harming you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you have to think about what's right for you. So for me, no matter what the circumstance is and no matter the person involved, I'm going to do what's best for me in that moment, because I know me. So when you write down your list of morals and principles and values, the things that you want in your life, when you go by that list, it's so much easier to X out everything that doesn't align with who you are, which makes it that much easier to have self-control, because anything that makes you lose control is something that's not healthy for you. When you don't associate yourself with things that aren't healthy for you, you are more at peace with yourself, which helps you gain that control and keep that control. Last but not least is learning how to train your mind to be calm in pressuring situations and situations that you will usually get worked up in. This is the hardest of them all, because we know that our emotions are extremely powerful, y'all, and it's easy to act on impulse when we feel these emotions coming up. And emotions such as anger, or sadness, or whatever the case may be, even happiness, y'all, it's easy to make the wrong decision when you're feeding off of the emotions that you feel. And the best thing for us is to take time before we react when we know we are feeling an intense emotion. Y'all ever been around somebody that was in a good mood, and like, I want to ask them something because I know for a fact, because they're in a good mood, they might tell me the truth. Or I know for a fact, because they're in a good mood, they might say yes to what I'm about to ask. Let's say, for example, you got a job offer and you may have been out of work for a while. So the first thing, you just happy and you want to just say yes. So instead of you asking the right questions, figuring out what you're getting yourself into, you instantly acted on impulse and like, yes, I don't care about anything else. This happening right now. I just want this job, right? And then later on down the line, you figure out that you got yourself into something that you really didn't want to deal with because you acted on that impulse. Sometimes it's best to just say stuff like, well, let me think about it, or, take the time out for yourself, walk away, or stay silent, think about it before you give a response, or you act on something or act in a situation. Just take that time out for yourself so you know that you're acting out of the right headspace. All of these tips have been extremely helpful for me, but the most effective one is writing down a list of morals, values, and principles that you want to live by. This is going to help you so much. So if you decided to use any of these tips, make sure you comment below and tell me which one worked best for you. I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to watch my video and listen to what I have to say. If you want more personal growth development tips, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and comment and share. Thank y'all for watching.